Every year at Christmas, people are always looking for new things to bake to bring to parties or family gatherings. When is the last time you made banana nut bread? This is a simple recipe that people all over will love, and starting a tradition of making it every year is something your family will also enjoy. The ingredients we will need for this recipe are half a cup of oil, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 3 ripe bananas, 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, a half a teaspoon baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of milk, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. My family and I make this recipe every year around Christmas, and we always have the best time. First, I will go over all of the directions and any ingredients you may need. The first step in preparing is to gather all ingredients and preheat your oven to 325 degrees. The recipe from Taste Better from Scratch Easy Banana Bread recipe instructs us to mash 3 ripe bananas in a small bowl with a fork. Making sure the bananas are ripe is very important in this process and making the banana bread moist. Next, we will cream the sugar and butter in a large bowl until it gets light and fluffy texture, while adding 1 egg at a time, mixing after each addition. After, we will add the mashed bananas and milk and stir to combine all ingredients in a separate bowl. We will mix the flour, baking powder, and salt. We will then add the wet ingredients and stir. According to Kitchen.com, there are 2 ways to go about mixing your ingredients. 1 would be using a mixer, and 2 would be mixing by hand with a fork, which they have described as the easier method. Once we're done mixing, lightly coat your pan with butter to make sure it will not stick. Once you're pounding your mixture, place in a preheated oven for 50 to 60 minutes. When you notice the bread is beginning to turn brown on top, the bread is ready to be taken out and cooled. Next, take the loaf out and let cool for 10 minutes and easily remove it from the pan. Letting the bread cool for an additional 10 minutes or more helps when serving. At this point, we have 1 loaf of banana bread. Time to slice, serve in smaller pieces. When you learn to make banana nut bread, you can create something everyone will enjoy. This recipe will have your guests coming back for more than just 1 slice. This treat is so delicious you cannot have just 1.